Very good morning, children. Welcome to the psychology classroom. I hope you all are fine and everybody is fine at home. I just hope, children, you all are taking your board examination seriously, and I just hope you all are preparing yourself for your board exam, which is term second. The chapters which are going to become in your term second is, you all know, psychological disorder, therapeutic approaches, attitude and social coordination, social influence, and group processing. So right now we are discussing the chapter in currently therapeutic approaches. So revision of the chapter which is going on is therapeutic approaches. Revision of the chapter therapeutic approaches. Class 12C psychology subject. Date. Everything is visible. Date is visible. Class, subject, revision, therapeutic approaches. The topic which I am going to discuss with you today, lastly I had discussed with you the cognitive therapy that I had completed. Now the next therapy which we are going to discuss is humanistic existential therapy. Humanistic existential therapy. Humanistic existential therapy. Now in this therapy, the two therapies exist. Humanistic therapy also and existential therapy also. The two therapies are there which are going to be discussed. Apart from this, there are some other therapy also which also come under this one. So let me firstly clear you what it include. So it include firstly humanistic therapy. Second, existential therapy. Third, Gestalt therapy. Fourth, client-centered therapy. Fifth, logotherapy. Humanistic therapy, existential therapy, Gestalt therapy, client-centered therapy, and logotherapy. These five therapies are come under humanistic existential therapy. which you have to discuss and which we have to discuss in this video today. Basically, if I talk about this therapy in whole, as a whole, humanistic existential therapy, like every therapy, this therapy also has some goals. Like psychodynamic therapy, it has a goal that it brings the unconscious material into the consciousness. Its aim is to find out the repressed, unfulfilled desires and wishes of the person, which is creating a psychological problem or any kind of psychological disorder to the client. Behavior therapy similarly aim to change the maladaptive behavior and faulty behavior into adaptive one. Cognitive therapy have an aim to bring the change in the disruptive or the dysfunctional cognitive structure to make it into functional or disturbed thought pattern into proper thought pattern and irrational thought into rational one. Its aim is to change the irrational thought into rational one. Its aim is to change the irrational thought into rational one. So here I had talked about the psychodynamic therapy, behavior and cognitive. Like every therapy has some aim and goal. Similarly, humanistic existential therapy also has some aim and goal. Its aim is to focus on human nature, to change the human nature, to make the person realize their own self-confidence, self-esteem, to make the person value their self-esteem, to make the person to this therapy is given for those who are searching for their existence, who think that their life has no meaning, who think that their existence has no meaning. So this therapy is useful for them, which make it realize to them, no, it's not like that. There is an importance of your existence, your life. Your life is worth meaningful. So this therapy has an aim to give freedom to the human nature as well as to make them understand about their existence. So this is an humanistic existential therapy which divided into several parts, and this is given here. So one by one I am going to discuss with you. I hope you have noted down all the points. The first therapy which I am discussing with you is humanistic therapy. Humanistic therapy. Now, this therapy focuses on human nature. This therapy focuses on human nature. therapy understand that human beings, this therapy understand that human beings are born, yeah, you can say that human beings strive for freedom. Human beings strive for freedom and equality. Human beings strive for freedom and equality. Humanistic therapy focuses on human nature. Human therapy understands that human beings strive for freedom and equality. And those human beings who do not get these things, they may suffer from some kind of psychological problem. ह्यूमनिस्टिक थेरेपी का ये मानना है कि ह्यूमनिस्टिक थेरेपी कम्प्लीटली फोकस करती है ह्यूमन बीइंग पे, ह्यूमन नेचर पे. ये हम क्लास 11 से पढ़ते आ रहे हैं इन द इवोल्यूशन ऑफ साइकोलॉजी. व्हेन ये जब फील्ड इवोल्यूट हुआ, यही फील्ड था जो कि अभी तक सारे जो साइकोलॉजी के फील्ड थे हर एक के अपने अपने थे. कुछ बिहेवियर की बात कर रहे, ज़्यादातर बिहेवियर पे ही फोकस कर रहे थे, ह्यूमन बिहेवियर. ये आया जिसने ह्यूमन नेचर पे भी फोकस किया, सेल्फ पे फोकस किया, थॉट अबाउट द रियल सेल्फ, आइडियल सेल्फ, that every person is having a two kind of self. Real self which the person actually is, and ideal self which the person want to be. And if there is a congruency between the real self and ideal self, the person may develop into a well-adjusted and healthy individual. On the other hand, if any person is well-adjusted and healthy individual. On the other hand, if any person is, if their real self and or ideal self are incongruent, so then they develop into a poorly adjusted individual. Okay, fine. So this is about the humanistic therapy. Focuses on human nature. Understand that human beings strive for freedom and equality. And when the human being does not get those freedom, they may possible that they arise some of the psychological problem. So in order to curb those psychological issues, it is very important, and for them the humanistic therapy is provided, where the client themselves solve the problem. In humanistic existential therapy, either we talk about humanistic, existential, client centered, gestalt, लोडो, आप कोई भी थेरेपी ले लीजिए, इसकी इम्पॉर्टेंट पॉइंट ये है कि यहाँ पे जो थेरेपिस्ट का रोल होता है बहुत कम होता है. सबसे ज़्यादा जो रोल होता है वो क्लाइंट का होता है. थेरेपिस्ट ओनली एक्ट एज अ फैसिलिटेटर. वो सिर्फ फैसिलिटेट करता है, इंकरेज करता है, मोटिवेट करता है, और उसका कोई वैसा काम नहीं है. द प्रॉब्लम अल्टीमेटली सॉल्व बाय द क्लाइंट. क्लाइंट अपनी ही प्रॉब्लम अपने से सॉल्व करता है. थेरेपिस्ट का रोल सिर्फ फैसिलिटेट करना होता है, क्लाइंट को इंकरेज करना होता है, एक इंसाइट डेवलप करना होता है, मोटिवेट करना होता है. क्लाइंट अपनी प्रॉब्लम खुद से ही सॉल्व करता है. आई होप दिस इज क्लियर टू यू ऑल. ये आप सभी को क्लियर है? ओके. ठीक है. सो shall we move toward the next therapy which come under this one. The next we are going to discuss, the second one is existential therapy. Existential therapy. got the word existent. So this is a therapy. You can write down. This therapy aim is to make the person, person or client understand about their existence. Aim is to make the person or client understand about their existence. एग्जिस्टेंस की बात हो रही है, ठीक है. The person usually lost their existence, lost their self-confidence, that they are able to do something, their life is worth meaningful. So this therapy helps them to understand about their existence, about their importance, about their importance, about their existence, about their importance, meaning of life. Aim is to make the person or client understand about their existence, about their importance, meaning of life. Existence, about their importance, about the meaning of life. Develop self-confidence, ठीक है, and so on. So these are some of the work which was done by the existential therapy. Or existential therapists used to do these things. Okay. Now moving to the next therapy. The third therapy is client-centered therapy. Client-centered therapy. Client-centered therapy. This is a therapy which completely focuses on the client. Okay? Completely focus on the client. Client-centered therapy. Completely focus on the client. Okay? Completely focus on the client. Client-centered therapy. Here, client themselves solve the problem. Client itself solve his or her problem. The role of the therapist is very important here. Role of the therapist. क्या रोल है थेरेपिस्ट का? फैसिलिटेटर. फैसिलिटेटर. रोल ऑफ द थेरेपिस्ट इज फैसिलिटेटर. रोल ऑफ द थेरेपिस्ट इज फैसिलिटेटर. फैसिलिटेटर. ठीक है. एंड थेरेपिस्ट का जो रोल होता है वो फैसिलिटेटर का होता है. कंप्लीटली फोकस ऑन द क्लाइंट. क्लाइंट इटसेल्फ सॉल्व हिज और प्रॉब्लम. रोल ऑफ द थेरेपिस्ट फैसिलिटेटर. और इसमें थेरेपिस्ट का रोल होता है जेंटल और शुड बी ओपन टुवर्ड द क्लाइंट. क्लाइंट के टुवर्ड जेंटल होना चाहिए, बहुत ज़रूरी है. थेरेपिस्ट शुड बी जेंटल एंड ओपन टुवर्ड द क्लाइंट. नॉन जजमेंटल एटीट्यूड होना चाहिए थेरेपिस्ट का. नॉन जजमेंटल एटीट्यूड होना चाहिए. ठीक है. रोल ऑफ द थेरेपिस्ट फैसिलिटेटर, जेंटल, ओपन टुवर्ड द क्लाइंट, नॉन जजमेंटल एटीट्यूड. ठीक है. हैविंग एन एम्पैथेटिक एटीट्यूड टुवर्ड द क्लाइंट. These are all are requirement on the part of the therapist. Empathetic attitude. Should show unconditional positive regard. Unconditional positive regard. Okay, so these all things are play a very important role under the client centered therapy. Now next, I hope you all have written the important points. Logotherapy. This is a therapy which is given by Fritz Perls. Fritz Perls में ये दो नेम हैं. One is the husband, one is the wife name, and these two together have given this therapy, and that is why they are known as Fritz Perls. It is the therapy which is known by the name of Fritz Perls. Similarly, existential therapy was given by Viktor Frankl. Okay, existential therapy. Existential therapy. It is given by Viktor Frankl. It is given by Viktor Frankl. Existential therapy. ठीक है. लूडोथेरेपी फ्रिट्ज पर्ल ने दी है. So these all are the therapies which are included under humanistic existential therapy. So I hope you understand this therapy properly. If you have any doubt, please discuss with me in the classroom. Okay? Thank you so much children for carefully observing and listening this video. If you have any question, come up with the questions. I will definitely solve it and revise the topic properly. Okay? Thank you once again.